Now, a fishing legend in his own mind. Here's Rick Jordan.
I don't know where that guy's from. I've never met that fellow that says here. Right? But he sounds like my...
I think you have.
Have I?
Oh, yeah.
Give me a hint.
Just down the hall.
Really?
Yeah. A little AI enhanced.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with that thing.
Wow. Hello, I got to introduce myself to that thing.
All right.
I think we ought to introduce the world here
Yeah.
to Russ Francisco, the guy who started the Friday Outdoor Frenzy. Hiya, Russ.
It was a long time ago, wasn't it?
That was a long time ago. You and I would chat for supposedly 60 seconds, remember?
Yep.
And pretty soon you were ordering sandwiches in, and we continued.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of us at that time. That's good, though.
Perfect. Well, the weather hadn't been all that bad if you just wore a heavy jacket for fishing, I guess, right?
Fishing has been excellent. You know, lots of pictures of nice big fish, big pike, big walleyes, big crappies. And so there's a lot of fish out there. From Minnesota all the way into Wisconsin, fishing has been good.
Good to hear. All right, here's my story. I wore the skunk over the weekend. I caught nada.
Well, you can try again.
That was like 3.5 hours on a Saturday and a Sunday, and so that's, 7 hours? I'm going to try again. I'm not quitting. No,
it's nice out.
Yeah.
It's a good time. You know, like say, we've been telling everybody, stabilize your fuel and keep going until you don't think it's time to go anymore, you know, so that'll be just fine. So it's been good. Fishing been good. The guys in Lake Michigan and in Green Bay called yesterday. They're catching browns, walleyes, and smallmouth, so they're doing pretty well. So, you know, things are going pretty good all over the region.
Well, that's great. Tell me about the St. Louis River. How does that do in the fall, early winter stuff here?
Well, you know, they've been waiting for the mass amount of fish coming into the river, but they have caught some fish off of the Oliver Bridge, and they've caught a couple of 30 inchers. So, I mean, they're starting to move in. I talked to some folks trolling off of, Bark Island and the airport down that way, and that hasn't been real successful yet. But the water's cooling down, but maybe the fish just blew through there and followed the running minnows up north, you know, so or up down south in the upper part of the river. But I don't know. It's I wouldn't say it's bad by any means. It's pretty good for this time of year, and people are going. And so we're just noticing the amount of people that are coming and still buying summer tackle. So it's just fine. But it's really switched to winter overall. There's no two ways about it. More winter stuff. More augers, tents every day. We're hauling stuff down every day. So people, for the mass part of people, have decided to go to the next season.
Well, you kind of cut your teeth on the St. Louis River. So this time of year, when was it? About when did we discover walleyes down there?
Well, you know, so people had quit fishing it, right? And so when the power plant or the pollution WLC opened up, we had that massive flood. We've talked about this before. We had the massive flood that year, lots of rain, and it put them like 30 years ahead. It cleaned everything up, and all of a sudden we're catching these huge walleyes coming into the river from the lake that nobody really realized were there because, you know, we just hadn't fished them because they just hadn't fished the river forever. And Spirit Lake was the place to go, you know, if you wanted to catch big fish and jig them. And it was like 6 feet deep, and it was, there was just it had really gotten nice. You know, when I worked in the marina, when I worked for Eddie Drill, worked in the marina, foam used to come down the river, right? It was just it polluted that badly. Yep. And here we are in a couple of years after the pollution plant opened. All of a sudden, we have water that looks nice. It wasn't ultra clean, but it looked clean, right? And so we were fishing it. It was really good. Lots of people out there, and there was just it was a great fishery. And then other things changed. We had more floods. We had things that changed, and the river changed, and so you had to relearn how to fish it all the time. But that's the nature of rivers. You know, you have to relearn them all the time.
Yeah, I remember that. That was not just a flood. That was one heck of a flood.
Yeah, that was something else. And then we had when Four Bay Lake went, that changed it again.
Yeah.
So but now it's pretty standard, and everybody's sort of locked in. Fishing is decent, and we have lots of fish. So I think with these cooler temperatures and the water cooling down, there's even a little steam on the river in the morning, and we haven't had that. So now it's starting to cool down really good. So I talked to some kids at Shorefish, and they got a little dinghy boat, and they paddled out to the wood around the Oliver Bridge, and they said fishing was just excellent. They caught some real nice sturgeon, lots of nice northerns. I mean, it's been quite the deal.
Yep, that's my favorite spot, right by the Oliver Bridge.
Yep.
We're getting ready for winter stuff, and sure, fishing, ice fishing, but you can help some of the other hunters with clothing too.
Well, we got boots and hats and gloves and mitts and that type of thing, and but 99% of what we have people coming in right now has been people getting ready for ice fishing, and it's we're in pretty good shape. What we did is we brought all the stuff in, we got the store stocked, and then we went and looked. I'm still getting some more information, but I'm calling the manufacturers like, what are we doing for shows? And so we're passing those show specials on. So right now you can buy augers at a deal from that new Maven auger from Strike Master, and you can get a free Maven reel with it, and we'll give you the show special on it too. Ion, the same deal, and so it's that's been real popular. And then sold a bunch of tents yesterday, a lot of pop-ups and things like that. So it's definitely people. Even though the weather is really nice and we're out working this morning in a sweatshirt, people have went and started they got winter on their mind.
Wow! When's your first show?
We'll go to St. Paul the first weekend in December, and then the second weekend we'll come back and do the same thing here in Duluth, and then we don't do any more until February.
Okay, second week of December, it's on my calendar.
Yep, it'll be a good time. Factories are in there. Stryker will be back with all their clothing and stuff. We'll have the people from Strike Master there with all the new stuff they've got. VMC will be there with some of their new lures and stuff. I talked to Okuma; they'll be there. It's just Razor Augers will be there. Eskimo will be there with a pile of stuff. Wow. And Ion. So I mean, it's going to be a good show. It'll be a lot of fun. Lots of deals. Manufacturers are real aggressive right now, so it's fun. I like that because we can give people lots of deals. The Black Friday stuff's starting to roll in every day, and so as we get it, we're going to put it out and let people pick on it. And so what I was telling the guys this morning is we're the only people that know about all this stuff are people who listen to the radio, and we won't actually publish any of that for the next 4 or 5 days. So as that stuff comes in, we'll put it out for people to pick on the first week in November and stuff, and then after that, we'll let everybody else do it. So local people will get first shot.
He's Russ Francisco, Marine General on London Road. Hours, please?
9 to 6 Monday through Saturday, 9 to 3 on Sunday, marinegeneral.com all the time. If you have any questions, call 800-777-8557. We ship every day.
Excellent. Russ Francisco. More on the Frenzy coming right up. Pat Kukl, top of the morning to you.
And you also.
Halloween.
I like your costume.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. You can see it through the radio, and I feel good about that.
Yeah.
I bought this
Halloween,
special. Yeah. Actually, it's a baby blue sweatshirt.
Looking good.
Yeah. It's hooded with an orange hood.
Rick's playing the part of a fisherman this morning.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I played the part. To be very honest, my hunting has gone about as good as my fishing lately.
Yeah, well, but at least you're trying.
I am. I'm out there, and they were grouse there before. Where are they now?
I don't know where they went. A lot of people say that, but I don't have an answer for you.
Grouse have their own mind, just like a walleye.
Just like a walleye, just like people sometimes. But that's why they call it hunting and not killing.
It's a better term too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But people are still having fun when they head out, right?
They're still having fun, and that's really, and I hear that all the time, that it really is the most important thing, and to have an appreciation of what's going on out there. We got some to kind of do a little switch here. Of course, you probably, or maybe you don't, Ruger bought Marlin out some time ago now, and thank God it went to a great company like Ruger, who's been maintaining their greatness in American-made products for quite a while.
Yeah.
So they've been, they now came out, And if you're our age, you remember the term Glenfield rifles, or, especially in the 22. Well, Ruger has now marketing under the Ruger Marlin name the Glenfield Model A rifle. And they've reintroduced it. They've come out with the Ruger American Gen 2s, which has been a home run. Just an outstanding job on these. These are a little more entry level. They're going to sell for just under around $4, I believe. And they've got some interesting, they call splatter stock. They have those on the Gen 2, threaded barrel, adjustable trigger. They've got everything anybody would want, and it comes with the rail mount built in. So it's a good value. We should have some, and they're coming in the common calibers, and they should be coming in. We're getting a couple in, I think, next week to try them out. But, I get real enthusiastic about this. I because, of course, we sell everything to every budget, but I really like it when a good company makes an entry-level rifle that we can count on. So we're looking forward to that.
You got my interest when you said adjustable trigger. How does that work?
Well, sometimes it's the 3 to 5 pounds, and some people like a light trigger pull.
Yeah.
Some people like a heavier one, if you're wearing gloves or something.
Yep.
So a lot of guns they don't come with that. A lot of guns, Savage has been a forerunner in the access to an adjustable. So the fact that you can do that yourself is huge without buying another trigger.
Okay, I remember doing pheasant hunting, and I found the trigger finally with my index finger and pulled it, and it was like it was frozen or something. And a lighter pull on that would have been a really nice thing.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things with adjustable triggers. So that's something that we're looking forward to.
I already took care of it.
Thanks. And so another thing that we've got going on, when I said that it comes with a rail, and this is kind of more technical than I usually get with bases, but the rings and bases, of course, everything's scoped now. We're a big fan of the rail mounts, and we see the other ones pretty much going away gradually. And the reason for that is the adjustment, because so you have a rail and you can easily adjust for length of pull.
Yep.
Rather than have a two-piece base mount, you have the rail. And you can call them rail or you can call them Picatinny, which I just love saying that word. It's so cool. So, yeah. And they come, of course, the same way. They have Weaver makes them now. Everybody makes them now. The trend, and it's a good trend to go that way. They're just as solid as the turn-ins, and we're seeing the other ones gradually go away. So we view that as being a good thing. One of the something that you go, why didn't we do this a long time ago?
That's just what I was thinking. But it's something that it's an adjustment that can be made on the fly.
Yeah, it is. It's just of course everybody has their own likes and dislikes, and that's fine. But we'll see. I think this will be over 50% easily of the way most scopes will be mounted on rifles going in. So I view that as a good thing. And plus, you don't have to have. Speaking from a retailer, you don't have to have 500 different mounts there. You can narrow it down quite a bit and still get the job done. So that's been coming along for a while, and you'll see these now on a lot of the rifles coming in that come with the rail mount on them. So,
are you sitting down? Are you sitting down?
No, I can. Why not? What did you do now?
I didn't do it, but I had a cousin who had a scope mounted on his rifle with duct tape.
Oh.
And he was proud of that.
Yeah. Everybody's got to be proud of something, I guess. I mean, was it a desperation move or an economical move?
I think economical, truly. He couldn't hit. Honestly, I don't know if he could hit the side of a barn.
Well, I mean... Yeah, well, that's good, though. You should have taken a picture of that, but we shouldn't. I guess we shouldn't make fun of people, but really.
This probably was before cameras even. Okay, your hours at Superior Shooter Supply so we can find out more about the rail mount.
Okay, we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5.
Thank you, Pat.
And we're here to help, with duct tape or without.
Okay. I should not have mentioned that. 9:30 at KDAL. A KDAL Frenzy continues with Johnny Charlstrom. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Busy up there yet?
Yeah, it's an odd mix. I got the fur buyer here picking up deer hides, and there's boats in the parking lot. People still going fishing. Kind of a mix of seasons going on here.
Well, I think it's a good day to go fishing because we're breathing, and that's my attitude.
Yes, you bet.
Go fishing. Hunting will turn around in a couple of weeks when there's ice on snow on the landing.
Yeah, when the landing has ice and snow, it's time to go hunting.
I speak from experience. It can get very slippery when you're backing up the boat trailer.
Oh yeah, I've had that terrifying moment before when I was backing up onto a glazed over boat ramp, and you start heading down that hill, and all of a sudden it's that black ice, and you're heading at that water a little faster than intended.
Yep, and I'm wondering, will the boat trailer stay together to float the truck? Oh man, that was at Lake Winnie about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Ooh, scary stuff. Well, John, I wore the skunk last weekend.
All right.
Did not.
Well, you got to do it once in a while.
I guess it's fair play because this has been a marvelous summer for harvesting walleyes and bass and whatnot, but not last week.
All right.
I think I better switch to minnows.
Yeah. Yeah. Just let them go, and time to put some minnows on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I still have about 24 crawlers in the fridge. I suppose I can let them go too.
Yeah, don't tell the DNR though. They'll call that an invasive species.
What? You're kidding?
No. The DNR does not want people to release their crawlers, which they want bait to be put in a garbage bag and in your trash, which that doesn't make any sense. But
no.
Yeah.
Well, I learned something today. Thank you. Kip Duncan. Can you imagine Kip Duncan coming to my garden and digging up invasive night crawlers?
Yeah. Yeah, never mind the ones that are already there, but I guess they don't want you to add any fresh Canadian crawlers to your resident worms.
We could talk about this for the next couple hours, but okay.
Yeah.
Then I plead guilty. I've been doing this since I was.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the way we were taught.
Yeah.
Put them in the garden. It was always supposed to be good for the garden.
Absolutely. Well, not to take anything away from Andy Schmidt, he can arrest me too.
Yeah.
So how's fishing been? What have you heard?
Still a good steady stream of guys coming through this last week, and we just got another bait order in because the muskie guys, as soon as they hear I have more decoy suckers in, they beat a path to my door, and a lot of big sucker minnows going out the door for the muskie guys because they'll keep chasing the muskies with the big bait all the way up until freeze up now.
And Johnny, you're not kidding when you talk about big. About how many inches are those rascals? 5, 6?
The ones we have right now are probably 10, 11 inches, but they'd like them around 15 inches if you had them, So, they want, if you had 2-pound suckers in the back, they would be very happy.
Wow. I just eat the bait at that point.
Yeah, they're smoking size at that point.
And you're also helping us get ready for the deer archery season.
Yes, yeah, a lot of archers in the field right now. With the rifle season just a week away, we're kind of prime time. So if you get out now, the rut's just starting. The bucks starting to chase the does. And it's perfect time to be out in the woods and And I got an archery license. I'm going to have to try to get out and sit once or twice before next weekend's rifle opener.
Got a spot for you, just outside our kitchen window, a hill. No, I'm serious. We want that deer out of there. He's eating everything.
Well, that's what they do. You know, hard to train the deer to stay away from the hostas.
And here's the funny thing. You know, we got a new puppy, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Saginaw. Sag.
Yep.
That deer is there so often, the two of them are buddies.
Oh, boy. He's changed sides now.
Hours at Charleston's, please.
Bait shop opens up every morning at 6. Archery opens at 9. They close down together at 8 o'clock and 7 on Sundays.
And you've got people there to help us with the archery information.
Yeah. We got people in the archery range. We got some folks up front selling the bait. And these days, I'm out in the butcher shop cutting up deer.
You're a cut up, I'll tell you.
All right,
Johnny. Thank you.
Yep.
And we're gonna tell you what. Next call we make, I think we should go right across the street from Johnny's store. There. We'll be right back. Hey, Miller, you hunted grouse ever?
A long time ago.
Did you shoot them on the ground? Would you be a ground pounder?
You know, honestly, I don't even remember because my brother-in-law, he could spot a grouse anywhere in the woods. He'd say there's a grouse right there, and where? You know, I'd be looking and looking and looking, and finally, oh yeah, there it is. You know.
Yeah, I think you and I could hunt together. We wouldn't see a thing. But
yeah,
no,
grouse would be safe.
I don't think that I would shoot one on the ground.
You know, yeah, it was so long ago. Honestly, I don't even remember. But it was fun to be. You know, I'd rather just be out in the woods, I guess. I've never been a big eater of wild game, and so it's like, well, let them go and let somebody else have a chance, but give me a chance to get out and walk in the woods.
Well, there's that, too. I am not out there for food. I'm out there for fun, and I didn't think that would be as fun as trying to wing them through the air. So anyway, what are we going to talk about? Oh, yeah, Northwest Outlet is Superior.
Oh, gosh, yeah. And you know, everybody's trying to get clothes that's going to keep them warm for the next couple of months coming up here.
Heck, yeah.
So it's been really, you know, getting busy with that kind of stuff going on. And it's like I always say, you know, it starts with the kids and the ladies, and then it goes to the guys. But the guys that are out there working, they're looking for Carhartt, they're looking for Ariat, they're looking for warm socks and warm boots, and you know, like the FR gear, the flame-resistant gear for those that need it. That's really been keeping us going. There's still people out camping and guys that are going hunting now. So we're keeping them filled up with that. It is time, folks, if you're out in the woods, whether you're hiking or whatever you're doing, it's time to be wearing some orange because there's lots of hunters coming out there. And I keep reminding folks, if you're going out for the mail and you live in the country, you should have some orange on.
Yes,
that's a good thing.
Absolutely. What are your hours over there at Northwest Outlet?
We are open Monday through Friday. Well, actually, starting next week, we're open Monday through Friday, 9 until 7, Saturday, 9 to 5:30. This week, we're open 9 until 6 weekdays and 9 to 5:30 on Saturdays. We're closed on Sundays. Folks, whatever you need for the outdoors to get out and stay warm and be comfortable and good supplies, come check us out at Northwest Outlet. Thanks, everybody.
Good job. Very good job. Thank you, sir. We got to hurry. We'll be right back.
Time now for a Natural Resources Minute, brought to you by the Minnesota DNR.
You're more likely to encounter a black bear in Minnesota than you might think. The Minnesota DNR has partnered with Bearwise to help spread awareness about bear encounters and how to prevent them. Enjoy outdoor recreation like hiking and cycling with others when possible, and periodically make noise so bears can avoid you. Keep dogs leashed or leave them at home. Double bag all food while hiking and pack out any food and trash. Always stay alert and never run away from a bear that sees you. Instead, back away slowly. If it approaches you, hold your ground and yell. Find other tips at mndnr.gov by searching Bearwise.
For more information, visit mndnr.gov or call 888-646-6367.
About this time, we should be talking with the guys up there at 218
Marine Detail.
Right across from Shellstrom.
Yeah.
But they're so busy, I guess.
I couldn't get the phone. What are you going to do?
And Dave, are you ready to stroke right there?
Well, we did get a hold of Matt King.
Matt King, top of the morning.
How are we doing today?
We're stressing out. We're not doing a very good job of it either. But
you're not getting all your ducks in a row today.
Did you say ducks?
Yeah, the ducks in a row.
Ducks in a row. I haven't heard that for a long time. You've been hunting like crazy. You were out in North Dakota?
North Dakota last week when you talked to me, yep.
How'd you do?
We did all right. Yeah, it was decent. There's still a lot of crops up, though. So, but we did all right. Yeah, it was pretty good. And but I think it'll be better yet to come here for everyone as the crops down. And, they're cutting it, but there's still a lot of corn, a lot of beans, and a lot of sunflowers up.
Okay, so, I know you're not a farmer. You are a businessman and a fisherman and a hunter. Okay, but the question would go like, if you had your choices of this crop in the field that's about to be cut, or that crop, which would you take? Corn, beans, soy, whatever. What would you want?
The corn is what I would like to be cut. That hides more birds and things like that than anything. The soybeans are good too, but the birds don't quite stay out there as much. They're a little more susceptible to predators and stuff like that when they're in that. But the corn is, that's a really good cover. So I would like to see, get the corn down.
How'd your dogs do?
Good. They did very well. I was very happy with what they did. They listened very good, and they got up a lot of birds, and they retrieved the birds, and, they had a good time.
My little lab, what is he, about 6 months old now, 5.5, he has made a friend with the deer that walk around the garden at our house. It's like they're grazing together, seriously.
That's kind of neat to watch, isn't it?
And they're the same color.
Sure. So if he doesn't show a predator presence to the deer, they just he's fine. He's not gonna chase us.
No, they're used to him, I guess.
Yeah. Fishing's been pretty good. We guys have been doing pretty well still. Crappies and walleyes. Both. I talked to a few people yesterday. We sold a bunch of bait yesterday, and people were getting out. I mean, this weather is still pretty nice for this time of the year.
Yeah, pretty okay. Keep the wind down.
Yeah, if the wind's down and, it's not bad. You can get out there and still enjoy walleye fishing, and crappies are starting to set up. The guys have been doing that, and no, it's been good. Kind of an extra late season here for fishing.
Yeah. I would suggest if you're used to going to the landing and you put your boat in alone, bring a pal this time because there's no docks out for you. And it's a lot easier with two people.
Correct. Yeah. Most all the docks are out. So, because the counties and state and whatever it might be, cities, they got to get ready for the winter. Because we are tomorrow. We are almost to November 1st. Yeah. So, I mean, it is late, but the fishing's good. There's a lot going on in the fall, right?
Yes.
We got fishing, and this year we've had an extended fishing season due to the nice weather. We got grouse hunting, we got bow hunting going on, and then next weekend is the Minnesota Deer Opener, which is a big event. That'll be there's a lot of people getting out in the woods next weekend.
Yeah, and there's some precautions that folks should take, and that includes a lot of color, a lot of orange. Do you put orange? Do you put orange on your dog?
Yeah, so both of my dogs have. I have these skid plates that I put on them. They're called.
Yep.
And it's like a Cordura vest underneath and comes up their chest, and then the straps across the top are orange. So it protects them, from just getting their stomachs and chests and stuff all, nicked up and whatnot. And so, yeah, I put that on them. But yeah, that's a good idea. We have to wear orange. It's not nobody I hunt with, we don't shoot anything on the ground. So we shouldn't be shooting towards the dogs. But it's still a good safety precaution for sure. And then, like you say, next weekend, make sure you're wearing your blaze orange. Make sure you got compasses. You're letting people know where you're going, things like that. So we don't have people lost in the woods or things like that. Always prepare. Bring some matches, lighter, whatever. Fire starters, things like that. If you do get lost tracking a deer or something, and you have to start a fire or something, you can.
A cell phone is not a bad idea for two reasons. It makes a call, and some of them, if you know how to run it, will tell you where you are or aren't.
Exactly. Today, most areas you can get some service. You can figure out where you're at and do that. And so you can look on Google Maps. Where am I? How close am I to the road? Things like that. Onyx is another good tool for that. There's a lot of precautions that we can do now that help us that we never had years ago. Right? Years ago, it was a compass.
Yeah.
Then we went to GPSs.
Yeah.
And then now we're, GPSs are still used, but cell phone is it is like a GPS in a way. So, yeah, there's a lot of good safety precautions there. And knowing your surroundings, knowing where you're at, and knowing where other hunters are at.
There's a magic number on that phone of yours. It's called 911, and I'm sure that dispatchers all over the north area don't like it when you call 911 just for, I don't know, a lark, but they can kind of help you get out of the woods.
Yeah, so you can as soon as you call 911, the first thing, the good thing to say is this is not an emergency, if it's not an emergency. And then, you can ask them for,
where the heck am I?
Yeah, with whatever. So, yeah, there's a lot of factors there. There's a lot of new innovations that, not all of us like innovations, right? Some of them are a little, we don't change, a lot of people don't like change, but there is some good things about it. So it's good. But yeah, that's a big event next weekend. We got our big buck contest going on.
Yeah.
So one of the only remaining buck contests in the whole area. I mean, nobody does many of them anymore.
Well, it takes good people, and you got them.
Yeah, we got a good deal. And we're giving away a really nice rifle, a Marlin 336 Trapper, stainless laminated 30-30.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, it's a very nice gun. That's for number one, first place. There's 10 prizes. We're going to pay 10 places. A lot of nice prizes in there. So stop on up and check it out. It's $20 a ticket. And we'll have everything else you need to get out there. If you need scents, if you need, whatever it might be, we have it. So come on up and check us out. Guns, ammo, it's all on sale. So we're ready for the deer hunting opener coming up.
Where do we find you?
5675 Miller Trunk Highway, corner of Pike Lake and Midway Road. You can find us at fishermanscorner.net or King's Fisherman's Corner on Facebook. Stop on up and check it out. We just got in a whole bunch of firearms this week, so
okay.
Check it out.
Good job.
Thanks, guys.
Matt King. Hey, see you later. We didn't get to our fellas up there at 218 Marine, but we'll talk even extra next week.
There you go. That sounds like a plan.
How to store your boat for the winter.
Yeah.
218 Marine, right across from Charleston.
There you go.
Dave?
Store your boat.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll catch you back here next Friday.
Yes, sir.
Happy Halloween.